Okay, recording again. There. Well, thank you. That's what happens after we do 2 11-day resets, right? You get glowy skin, no question. You can totally tell after somebody's cleansed for a while, right? So thanks so much. The sunshine flowing through the window helps as well. So, you know, I was thinking the other day when Dave brought something up that, you know, when we first got started in our tanning salons and we had to put together a business plan, which, you know, I at that point didn't know. I was the Google learner. I was a Google learner. I went on the internet and learned almost everything I could learn off of the internet on how to build a business plan. I wrote a business plan. I put that all together. I got an SBA loan. I did all of these things that I had no idea how to do because I chose that I wanted to go have this business, that I wanted to have this tanning salon, that I wanted to build this brick and mortar business, that I didn't want to be a blackjack dealer anymore. That was like my driving force. I wanted to have my own thing. And in the process of that, you know, I had to put my house up for collateral. Does that like make anybody like get goosebumps or feel icky? Yeah. So think about that. And then we opened our second salon and my sister put her house up. So now we have 2 businesses. My sister's house is up, my house is up. What happens if we fail? Right? My husband thought we were totally crazy. But when you think about that, you know, a lot of times we talk about the $300,000 that I spent to have that brick and mortar business, but we don't ever talk about like the underlying things that go into having a business, like collateral and contracts, and you know, you sign a lease that you're on the hook for. So you are, you know, I had to buy tanning beds that I was on the hook for. And so when you think about all of that, coming into this I think it's such a huge reason why people overlook the ability of what we have here for compensation, the ability of what we have here for such a small overhead investment that we get to eat. I couldn't eat my tanning lamps. I couldn't eat my power bill. I couldn't eat my lease. None of that. And if people weren't walking through my door, I wasn't making money. Here, if people don't walk through my door, I still get to eat my food, right? For $165 a month. Think about like the difference in that. So when we first got started, you know, to become an associate here, you order your product, it's $29 to have your associate spot. Preferred customers don't even have to pay an enrollment fee. All they have to do is get their product. They sign up, they get an account. That's amazing. You get 25% off just for typing your name in and having an account that you have on any other platform. We do that all day long. We sign up for email subscriptions. We sign up for, you know, Amazon. We sign up for all of these things where we type our information in to have an account with that website. Same thing here. They have an account with the website. Cool thing about that is when they have an account, it attaches to one of us. It attaches to one of us, and then every single time they order with that account, we get benefit from that. Now from that preferred customer account, that account where they get 25% off their product, you can also go, hey, I would like to earn some money here. I would like to share this product. I would like to eat for free. So for $29 a year, $29 a year, you can convert your account from preferred customer to associate and have access to an unlimited amount of money, uncapped, no ceiling. Does that make sense? Like most of us are happy when we get $1 a year raise, woohoo! This is an uncapped income. There's no top. Like that seems, you don't even realize like what that means. So if I earn $10,000 a week, I can earn 11, yes. If I earn 11, I can earn 20, yes. If I earn 20, I can earn 50, yes. There's no cap. It's all up to us and our effort of what we choose to put in. So I just want you to get like the the overwhelming feeling of the amazing thing that you have here. So no cap on that. So for a woman business owner especially, you know, there was always, it's through my whole life, you know, I always made a little bit less than the guy next to me, no matter what. So, you know, it's just a matter of how things were then, right? Now, it's not that way. Here, it's all even. Everything is equal here. I don't care where you came from, what your background is, what your socioeconomic status was, where you grew up, what knowledge you have, what school you went to, when you left school, whether you went to college or not, whether you went to jail or not, whether you were drug addicted or not, whether you had an amazing upbringing and you were, you know, Ivy League. I don't care who you are. You have the same opportunity here as the person standing next to you. There's not a whole lot of places that are like that. You go to work for a company and, you know, a lot of times the guy above you doesn't want you to outperform him or her, because then that either overshadows them or they're trying to hold on to their job. It's always a competition where somebody's got their foot on your head when you're outside in a real job. Everybody's fighting for their own. Here, completely different. Everyone's fighting for each other. Everyone's supporting each other. Somebody underneath me, I want them to make more money than me. I want them to outperform me. It doesn't jeopardize anything about my position, my status here. Somebody who comes in and does amazing here, I love it. Not only does it support me, it supports the company, it supports the team. We work from the bottom up here, not from the top down. That makes sense? Somebody comes in, we put them down at the bottom of the line. They're down here, I'm up here. All of my effort goes down underneath them. I push all my water underneath them to rise them up. Make sense? It's so powerful. It's so powerful. And it's so simple and it's so affordable that people overlook the potential. Make sense? Does anybody want to say anything? Because I'm going to go in and draw it out so you guys can sort of see it. But before I switch over, I just want to see if anybody has anything to add in. No, Willie, are you out there? Malcolm? Everyone's quiet today.
Hey, JoJo.
Hey, hi, Miss Patty. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good morning. I just wanted to say that it is so true what you said, because when we started, I was so amazed to see how much you and Dave and everyone else, but mainly you guys, were always there to help us, and Lisa too, always, you know, encouraging us. And I had never had that before in any other company that I ever worked for. So I am so happy and grateful to be in this company.
Thank you for saying that. And, you know, so now so for those of you who don't know Dr. Patty, her and her husband have a chiropractic and weight loss clinic out in Atlanta. And so we got involved with them when we introduced telomere support to them. And, you know, now think about it. They have a doctor's office. Think about all the money that goes into being a doctor. Think about all of the things behind that and the overhead of that. And, you know, you have to get a clientele.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All of that. It's just, and here to so many doctors that come in here love what we have because they want to continue to practice. They want to continue to support people in health and wellness. They just want to be able to do it on their terms.
Yeah. And it makes me so happy to be able to offer the Forever Pack to my patients and see how they're responding. I mean, it's amazing when they come in and tell me, oh my God, I'm able to sleep through the night. I have more energy. And then they tell their sisters, they tell their friends. And that's what's now, you know, we've been doing this for a few months, and now I'm starting to see where they're starting to refer. We're beginning to get our patients wanting to tell their family, and we're excited to start getting consultants pretty soon.
That's exciting. Yay.
Yeah. It took us some time, you know, it's a learning process, but we're starting to see that now.
Good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Hang on 1 second, you guys. Okay. So, okay. Anybody feeling inspired? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna fire myself up. Okay. So, all right. Let's, thank you, Jim, and so sorry about the passing of your friend. So many concepts here. People will come into this and feel like they have to know everything right up front. And so know that the reason that we do this in such a one-team effort, the reason that we do this in such a team-supported place is because this is how we get educated. So if, you know, when I invested in my tanning salon, there were courses I had to go take to learn tanning, to be able to be responsible of how to not overdose somebody on tanning, how to do things responsibly. I had to learn how to fix a tanning bed. I had to learn how to change lamps. I had to take all of these courses to understand the business that I had just invested in. And so I had a support system of teachers and classes that supported me. That's the same thing that we do here. Except here, all of that comes free. We have this amazing website that, you know, we spend $29, you guys, $29 to have this business every single year. We get this amazing multi-million dollar website that keeps track of all of our information and has piles and piles and piles of training. We have team support and trainings almost every single day, whether it's through the team or through the company, all free. The only time we really usually have to pay for something is when we go to a destination event where the company has to spend a whole ton of money to have an event, right? So we have to invest a little bit of money to go to a destination event. If you have never been to a destination event, then I will recommend that the next time we actually have a destination event, that you go. It is an investment in your business. That is part of what we do here. It's so important. Our global celebration is happening in July. We were supposed to be in Salt Lake City, all being together, but since we can't do that now, they're going to do it virtual, and it's free. Catch that? Free. Okay. Amazing training, amazing things. The tools that we're given and the support that you get from your team are unmatched. If there's anyone out there that's feeling like they're on their own, then I will tell you, you guys, that is not the right place to be. That's because you haven't reached out and said, come help me. Sometimes like people will think, well, you should know that I need some help, but it's totally, if I wanted support and I wanted to take classes and I wanted to learn, I had to go search that out. Sometimes you just got to go find the person that's going to be the most support to you. This is why we do this in one team. We don't want anyone ever left behind. I don't care whether we're financially connected or not. You either support our team or it supports the company. And either way, it's a win-win. This is an incredible environment of support and community and culture that people do not understand until they're in it, until you experience it, until you drink the juice. Right? Laugh at that because people go, oh God, she drank the juice, right? But that's good. I'm glad I drank the juice because that juice changed our whole world. Changed our whole world. So, okay. Let's do this. Let's see if I can share my screen. Oh, I'm on Dave's. Oh, I forgot about that, you guys. I do not know why Dave's does not give me a whiteboard. Oh, I need to fix his thing. I totally forgot about that. Okay, let's do this a different way. I'll bring up some slides and we'll do it that way. Okay. Let's try this. Okay. So we talked about a little bit about this where, you know, we invest in our system. Now, each product is given a point value. I wonder if I can write on this. Let me try to write on this. Ah, look at that. Don't you just love technology? Okay, so every product is given a point value. Now, it's not always equal to the dollar amount, just so you understand. So our Forever Pack, which is this pack right here, our Isagenesis and 2 shakes, is our Isagenesis is $79, $79.99, but the BV amount for that is $54. So our requirement with the company every month, and so we're going to talk about once we're associate, right? We've spent the $29, and now we're associates, okay? Every year, 29 bucks to have our amazing business. So $29, we spent that. Now our requirement with the company every single month is 100 in BV. Now we just talked about the BV and dollars aren't the same, so it's not $100, but it's about $164. Between $160 and $175, depending on the products that you choose. Doesn't matter, doesn't have to be these products. It could be any products that equal 100 BV. Piece together something that you like. I am constantly piecing things together based on what I need. I always get my Forever Pack, then I add in some oils, I add in some immune boost. I add in different protein because we have amazing pure concentrated protein that I use a lot. There's so many different options that we have for our products. So if somebody says, I can't, you know, well, I don't do shakes, we have 80 products, you guys, they're doing something. Go and find out what they're doing in their life, find out the things that they're using, find out the supplements that they're using, and you can do this for that. So instead of taking this, you know, awful multivitamin from the store that doesn't break down, take something that's going to support your body instead. This for that, right? So you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, thank you. Okay, so you get enrolled, you do your 100 BV. So we do our Forever Pack. We have our 100 BV. Now that activates us with the company to be able to bank volume on our entire organization. So every single person who gets enrolled, whether you enroll them or not, you get to bank the volume on that by having your personal order every single month. That is our requirement. We don't have to order 10,000 shakes and keep them in our garage and try and go sell them. It's just our personal use product. I use my stuff, you use your stuff. Right? Make sense? Okay. Then we share with 2 people. We have 2 legs that we build. We build a left team and a right team. Now imagine there's an imaginary line down the middle. Every person that goes to the left is on the left. Every person that goes to the right is on the right. When they place an order, it goes into our right bank. When they place an order on the left, it goes into our left bank. Really simple. We share with one on the left and one on the right. And when we do that and they have their 100 BV as well, So I have my 100 BV, they have their 100 BV. I personally enroll 2 people. The company is going to give me back a $100 bonus for doing this within 30 days of when I turn into an associate. So remember, we come in as a preferred customer. So we come in as a PC. When we convert over to associate, we have 30 days to make Crystal consultant. That will give us a $120 bonus. It comes from $100 that the company gives us, and we earn a little bit of a product introductory bonus by starting somebody on a forever pack, which would be $10 for each one of those. That's where the 120 comes from. Make sense? Okay, I have my 100. My 2 people I've enrolled have their 100. I'm Crystal Consultant. Now I want to teach my people how to do the same. Let's see, my slides are not cooperating. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. Okay. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know why. Okay, that's obviously not working off my little arrow. So we could talk about exponential growth, but what I want you guys to really understand is this, so that you get paid on every single person. So if we were to go to Costco and I said, okay, Sherry, you go through check stand 1, and Malcolm, you go through check stand 2. Okay, so here's check stand 1 on our left, here's check stand 2 on our right. Every single person that goes through that check stand after you get 6% on every single thing that they order. You'd do that all day long, wouldn't you? You would. So that's the same thing that happens here. We get 6% on every single person that goes through the check stand after we get enrolled. So I get enrolled, I share with 2 people, I teach those 2 people to share with 2 people. And it doesn't matter who enrolls them or where they come from. What will happen is some people will show up and will just be customers, and that's fine. Over 82% of our company is customers, and I don't want to say just, because our customers are extremely important, but they're customers. They will order product, they will be loyal, they'll order over and over. Some will come in and order sporadically, some will come in and out, some will have a really great experience and forget what happened and drop off and then come back a year later and say, wait, I need some more of that stuff because I'm not feeling so great anymore. There are all kinds of things will happen with our customers. When somebody comes in and decides that they want to share, it doesn't matter. You guys, this could be a customer, this could be an associate, this could be a customer, this could be an associate. Doesn't matter. Every single order that goes through ends up in your bank, left or right. Okay? So every order that goes through, whether you enrolled them, whether this person enrolled them, whether this person enrolled them, whether somebody you don't even know enrolled them. I have a ton of people in the organization. You know, you have over 30,000 people there. You go, okay, I don't know everybody. I don't know everybody that it's ever been shared with. And I definitely have not shared with 30,000 people. I shared with about 300 in the past 14 and a half years. That's not that many when you break it down, right? Okay, so doesn't matter where they come from, you get the benefit of every single order. And this will start to happen. And your tree starts to look like this, where people just start showing up as they're sharing. And you're on auto ship. So when you're on auto ship with your 100 BV, you're banking all of that volume. Every single order that goes in ends up in your bank. Make sense? What's so cool about this is that there's all of these different levels that we can share with. So when I become a consultant, because I enrolled my 2, my personally enrolled person shares with 2, they become a consultant. When I share with 10 people who share with 2 people, I'm at the highest rank I could be at the company. 10 people. 10 people who share with 2 people. That's the highest rank in the whole company. Doesn't that feel achievable? Sharing with 10 people who share with 2 people? Totally achievable, right? I'm gonna kind of shrink my little screen down. Now, what's so nice is that it doesn't matter what level you're on, it's 6% all the way. It's not like here is, up here is 5%, then down here is 2%. It doesn't work like that. It's 6% on the entire organization. There's no breakaways. If somebody makes more money than me, so let's say this guy comes in and he just totally runs with his 2 legs. Let's say he starts running, he has 2 legs, he's building, they're building crazy, he's making more money than me. They don't take him away from me. In other companies, you would lose him. Isn't that crazy? Like you bring somebody in and you personally enroll them and then they make more money than you, so you lose them? No, I want to support my people. So we get paid more for supporting our people. We don't lose them. Incredible. And every single month, whether or not, no matter what's happening, as long as we have our order in, we never lose our volume. So all of these orders are going in. So imagine we have all of these orders going in. So there's all these hundreds that are happening. This guy's got 100 BV, this girl's got 100 BV, we got, so right, all these people have 100 BV and they've ordered. Now, all of these orders have gone in and they've gone into my bank because I had my 100 BV order in. Now, I auto ship 100 BV every single, actually more than that, but at least 100 every single month. Whenever we get the ratio of 600 to 300, this creates what we call a cycle. Okay, the cycle value is worth 6%, which is $54. Okay, we get 6% of the BV, which is $54. So every single time we get 600 and 300, and it doesn't matter what side, it can go back and forth, right? It could be left or right, doesn't matter. The computer will keep track of that. So that $29 we pay for our amazing website keeps track of that all day long. It's an incredible, elaborate system that keeps track of every order and puts that in everyone's bank. So every single person that had an order in, that 100 BV went in their bank. And then it went up and went in my bank. Every single time I have 600 and 300, we get 6% of that 900 combined, and that's $54. Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions? Right there. This is the basic foundation of every single thing that we do. This is our residual income. What will happen is you'll see that during the day, you have this hive of activity where all of these people are getting enrolled during the day. And then these people who came in last month or the month before or last year are ordering, auto shipping, and their orders are going through in the middle of the night. So this is all happening during the day. This is happening in the middle of the night. We go to bed with a certain amount of volume, and in the middle of the night, our auto ships go through, and we wake up with more money than we had when we went to bed. Think about that. Because of the leverage that we get paid on every single person that comes in, whether or not we know them. Cool? It's absolutely cool. Like some of the biggest weeks we've ever had were when we were away, when we weren't doing anything, because of the leverage of the team working. And this happens over and over and over. So once you make a cycle, then that 600 and 300 get deducted from your bank, and it starts to add up again. So some auto ships will go through and those will end up in your bank. Some people will get enrolled during the day and they'll end up in your bank. And every single time you hit that 300 and 600, so see here, we have 400 and 700, so we have more than we need. The 300 and 600 will be deducted and it will leave the balance and just start to add to that again. So we never lose that volume, never lose that volume that's in our bank as long as we have our 100 BV order in. It's also the only company I've ever seen that allows you to start banking volume before you're an active consultant. You start banking volume just having your personal order in. That's extremely generous. You haven't even proved yourself yet, and they're already giving you volume in bank. That's pretty cool. Awesome. It's so, you guys, I had no idea. I had no idea. Oh, I forgot to say, so when they take that 300 and 600 out, leaves the 100, and it gives you another cycle. So now through that system, you've earned 2 cycles. I go to bed every single night. I have a certain amount of cycles. I wake up in the morning, I have more cycles. I literally make money while I sleep every single day. And that's not just for me. Every single person can do this. Doesn't matter if you just got out of jail or you went to Yale, right, Willie? Is that how you say it?
That's it.
So I just want to kind of give you guys an idea of, we talk about speed, and no question that this business loves speed. But you can go at your own pace. You can go in the fast lane, or you can go in the little lane off to the right and drive the speed limit. If you want to go 100, you can do that too. It's totally up to you. But if you think about what happens when somebody spends time here. Now look at this. Our friend Janie, so this is Janie Snellgrove. She lives up in Canada. I love her. So she, at this point, she's been in longer than 7 now, but at the point that we put this together, she'd been in 7 years. She'd had 4,000 conversations. She had 200 personally enrolled people. So look how many times somebody told her no. She had 4,000 conversations and personally enrolled 200 out of those 4,000. So the question is do you have the fortitude to talk to 4,000 people and get 3,800 no's? I don't know what that number is going to be for you. That number might be 10,000, it might be 1,000. I don't know. And out of those 200, she had 6 that went on to become consultants and be producers in the company, who actually went out and shared and built a team. But look at what their top month was. So out of those 200 people and those 6 top producers, they had a team of 45,000 people then. Right? Amazing. So when you think about that, look at Sean, same thing. He had to have more conversations. He had less producers. Look at Kelly and Tyler. They went faster. In 4 years, they talked to 2,700 people. 200 people. They ended up with 12. They have more than that. They have way more than that now. But 12 top producers. So I just want to give you guys like realistic expectations that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. There's work involved here. The work of opening your mouth and telling somebody about what we have. Tracy's one of the quickest that we've seen in 2 years. Talked to 1,000 people. She enrolled 90 out of 1,000. 5 top producers. Look at her biggest month. Pretty amazing when you think about it, right? So there's all kinds of stories, all kinds of stories. And I'm not sure if I updated this or not. Let me look at it. I was working on getting it updated. I don't know if I ever finished. I think it looks right. So when we talk about working through the ranks of enrolling 10 people who enroll 2 people, we start with just our original 2 people. So you start with 2. When you do this in the first 30 days, you get $100 instead of $50. When your 2 people share with 2 people, that makes you a crystal manager. The company is going to give you, every single time that you enroll somebody, and they enroll 2 people and become a consultant, you get $100 for them, up to 20 people. So just because you help 2 people, enroll 2 people, right? Each time you get 100. So you enroll somebody, they enroll 2 people, you get a $100 bonus. When you have 2 people who've shared with 2 people, that makes you a crystal manager. This is this right here. We have people who've earned $1 million in this company just being manager, just being consultant, just having this. But when you do it 6 times, where you have 6 people and you've enrolled 2, that makes you a director. So this is the next level. And when you've enrolled 4 more, so you have 10 total, 5 on each side, right? So 5 here and 5 here that who have enrolled 2, that makes you an executive. That is the highest level of the company. So you've enrolled 5 people on each of your legs who have enrolled 2 people. Everyone's all active. We all order our 100 BV. That's the highest level of our company. You get a bonus for that, but what's cool is when you're here every single month, you get $750 just for having this and being active with that. $750, and then $1,000. This is how each quarter looks when you have this. Just for being there, just for having 5 on each side who have 2, just for being an executive. Nothing else. It's just an extra bonus. Here's $750. This is so doable. It's so doable. And maybe you don't have the desire to be here. You just want to share with a couple of people. That's great too. Share with a couple of people, get your bonuses, get a little bit of volume, get your products paid for. That's okay too. We will support at any level that you guys want to be at. We educate, you decide, we support. Period. And what's cool is that all of this, you guys, all of this, you get 6% on all of it. On all of it. So what's your number? What's that thing that, motivates you? What is it you want to go do in the world? I never thought about what I could create or what I could have or who I could contribute to, because it just was never, on my radar. It was never on my radar to build a house for my mom and take care of her. It was never on my radar. Who would have ever thought that we would have money to be able to do something like that? But we did. And to be able to contribute back into the world and help people and do things the way that we have now, who would have thought? Oh yes, the pools. And so thank you, Dr. J. So there are also, so there's 3 different pools now. There's when you hit manager, you have a period of time to play in the manager pool. It's a short time, couple of months. And as you remain manager, so that's you plus 2, them plus 2. You earn little, there's bonuses there, and I can post up. If you Google Isagenix leadership pools, you'll be able to see the form and the breakdown and how it all works. But there's $75,000 there. Then there's, I think it's $150,000 in the director pool, and then there's the executive lifestyle bonus that you get every single month for being an executive. So there's all these little linear money that comes in, the bonuses that come in, that they throw to you on the side. If somebody would find the link for that PDF for the leadership bonuses and post it up so everybody can click on there and take a look at it. So, I know I just had multiple girls in our team. Pam made an extra $1,000 in the manager pool this quarter or this period. Not too shabby. She'll be in the director pool next month. We had multiple people who, had their executive lifestyle bonus $750, and then we had one that actually got their $1,000 this month.
Say, JoJo,
Hey, Malcolm.
where did you find the executive lifestyle PDF?
It was all together. I actually Googled Isagenix leadership pools, I think. And it's also in isagenixbusiness.com. So we have all of these websites, you guys, that support us. So isagenixbusiness.com is a huge resource. Go there, click on Start Here if you haven't seen it, and look through it. Such amazing training, such amazing toolkits. There's so much good stuff built into that site. There's isaproduct.com. That's all about the product. You want to learn about the product, go there and learn. Isagenixhealth.net. That's our R&D blog, our science blog. You want to know about a product, you want to know about an ingredient, you want to know a story or ask a question, that's an amazing resource. There's also the clinicals are also listed there. Thank you, Kathy. StartYourLife.com is all about our Start Your Life group, the 18 to 35-year-olds in our company that are just rocking the world. They're out making a difference. You want to know how to go, talk to a 20-year-old? Look at StartYourLife.com, plug them into that. TeamIsagenix.com is all of our athletes. There's so many, I'm sure I'm missing some. So was that a question? I don't think it was a question. Okay, so every 30 days, 100 BV goes to keep us active. When we order, so let's say 100 BV goes to keep us active. If we order 105, 100 BV would keep us active and 5 would go in our bank if we order every 30 days. Make sense? Every 30 days, we order 105, 100 goes to keep us active, 5 would go in the bank. So anything over the 100 would go in the bank. When we order a 29-day cycle, so we back it up one day, then the whole 105 goes into our bank and we're active for the following 29 days. So by backing it up for a day, we actually get the extra bonus of our own BV. It's a little sneaky cheat that the company knows all about. Just so you know, I've been doing that for 14 years. So for 14 years, I've been getting the benefit of my 100 BV. So every, little bit, that creates a cycle for me because I get my own 100 BV, right? Cool. So I recommend that when you set somebody up, you always put them on a 29-day cycle. So it benefits them. Cool. You know what's it's also really generous of the company is when somebody signs up as a preferred customer for 90 days, just as a customer, for 90 days, they get to bank all the volume that's going through the leg. As a customer, now think about this. They're not doing anything. They're just opening their mouth and sticking the shakes in, right? They're taking their telomere support. So for 90 days, they get to bank that volume. For an initial 90 days, they get to hold that volume. Now they're not banking, but they don't lose it. So after the 6 months, they have to make the choice whether or not to convert over to associate. If they don't convert over, you get to have a customer. If you don't convert over, you lose the volume, they stay as a customer. If they do convert over, they keep all that volume that's been banked. So if they're doing their 100 BV every month, they're keeping all of that volume. They're keeping all the volume that's happening underneath them, and they're able to continue banking volume if they convert over. So for 6 months, they get to hold volume as a customer. They haven't even decided, they haven't paid $29, they haven't opted into being an associate. Like if you think about all the ways this company is so generous, you just don't see that. You just don't. Yes, if you order every 29 days, you get paid your 6% on your own order plus everyone else's. Perfect way to say it. All right, that was a lot of numbers and information, so I'm just going to stop and open up for some questions. I feel like I've been talking for like 5 days. I'm going to grab some water and let somebody formulate a question. Nobody? Wow, I did that good that nobody has a question?
Because you did such an awesome
Because
job.
I did such an awesome job. So I guarantee you guys, people are out there that are looking for this. They just don't know that this is what they're looking for. That's why we got to open our mouth and talk to them and let them know. I said no to the product. I said no to the opportunity. Dave said no. How many people said no? Like, did anybody like, was any, yeah, right? And nobody was, we're like, I don't want to do business. Don't tell me about that freaky deaky network marketing thing. I don't want none of that. We don't know what we say no to. On a regular basis, we say no to things that are good for us.
Doesn't Dave say we say no because we don't know, or is that you, JoJo?
We've all said it. We rob and duplicate each other. It's just the way.
Okay. Cool.
Right? It's not a no. It's a I don't KNOW. Right?
Right.
I just want to add, JoJo, thank you so much.
Hey, Digna.
Amazing training, like always. And I know the more I hear about our compensation plan, the more in love I'm with Isagenix, because, for somebody that has been in the industry and I've seen compensation plans, and it's amazing how they just take money away from you. You work hard for your business. And I just to give you an example, in our previous company that we were there for 5 years and we made a lot of money, but think about building 8 different legs of business, 8 leaders. And then when they get to a certain level, you don't make any money from those people. You got to let them go and fly. And I think of Isagenix and I'm like, my God, it doesn't matter when this person is going to come in your business, because you're going to have people coming in your business at any time that you didn't bring them. They came through someone else. And you can still work with that person like if it was your personal recruit, because you're going to get paid on that residual income. And it's so powerful. And then thinking about someone, and I know you guys that have been here as long as you, JoJo, 14 years, you have someone that came in and is only eating this amazing food every month. And they got all this volume accumulated from, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so powerful to think about what they put together. And sometimes we don't realize that until you are like, oh my God, this is possible, that with 100 BB that I'm gonna eat, I'm supporting my home-based business that could save me potentially $5,000 to $10,000 a year in taxes. I was just in a training call, and one of the things that I want, like today when we talk to people today, the question is, how are you saving money in taxes? If you're making more than $40,000 a year, how are you saving money in taxes? Because if you don't have a home-based business, guess what? You need one. And if you have one that you can eat the stuff and now you need it more than ever, it's a perfect business, because you don't have to buy a bunch of stuff. You don't have to do a bunch of things. Just buy your products every month and become an associate. And now you're saving $5,000 to $10,000 in taxes every year. That is huge. And sometimes this is how Willie and I started in network marketing. We wanted to start a home-based business. We have no clue. And when we had this high incomes and we were paying taxes every year, we never got a penny back. And our first year in network marketing, we got back $11,000 in our tax return. Never, ever, ever, ever. That was a light bulb that went on and it hasn't turned off for 60 years because it's so powerful. So Isagenix just made it so simple for people to want to be part of the business. And I think sometimes we don't have that conversation soon enough with people. We just let them be customers, which I love. Customers is what make our business, but they need to know the other side because that's the juicy part of what we do. Teaching them how to save money in taxes, teaching them how to, you know, bless other people and get paid while you do it because you're going to share things anyway. So I'm just so amazed with this company every time. And I'm still learning. I don't know the comp plan. Like I'm listening to people that, you know, the millionaires, and I'm looking at the comp plans in the back office, and it's just so powerful. It really is, guys. Just hear that.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Oh, it's so true. You know, when you, and the reason that things are built the way they are is because, you know, Kathy Coover watched multiple companies do that to her. And so coming in to build this, they said that they were going to take away those negatives that existed in other places. They didn't want this to be that culture and environment, and that's what they've done. So thank you for bringing that up. And also the tax, that I mean, you guys, we all need write-offs. So absolutely, it's that unspoken benefit that we all have of eating the shakes. Right?
Digna, my dog left me alone this whole time until you started talking about tax and benefits, and he showed up and won't leave me alone now. And also during JoJo, during the your presentation, my chiropractor in Vegas got back to me and said we could talk tomorrow. And this is one of those things of not knowing. When I enrolled her, I knew nothing. And so she dropped off because I moved out of Vegas. And she's left so much money on the table. And I just think that you could help her so much seeing that. And it's blocked that section of my business because I didn't have the knowledge that we just even got today. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Does anybody have any questions? Feel clear on what we talked about today. If there's any outstanding, I guarantee you, if you even have like a little inkling of a question, someone else has it too. Because if not, then you guys are gonna all go rock out and teach at least 5 people how to get their shakes for free today. You plus 2, them plus 2. Just do it over and over and over and over. You plus 2, them plus 2. It's not rocket science. We're not loading astronauts. It's really simplistic. And that's why I really believe that it gets overlooked, because people feel like they have to spend $5 billion to have a company that makes money, and it's just not true. Okay. Good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I did recording. It's still recording. Yeah. I just need to, I'll need to just convert the recordings over, and I'll post them up on Forever Pack Business. And it's also, all of this is recorded right into the Forever Pack Business page. So it's also been lived into there all day as well. Good. Well, thank you guys so much for joining in today. I hope you learned at least one thing.
Thank you so much, JoJo.
A half
Thank
a thing.
you, JoJo.
Thank you, JoJo.
Thank
you, JoJo. JoJo was awesome. Great job.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, JoJo. Great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Everyone.